It looked like we were landing in a desert. The Denver airport looks so weird. I was dying on that flight, but the trip ended up just being so long. While we were sitting down, I should have started to download stuff that I wanted to watch, right? But no, I wasn't thinking. I started to download my show like 10 minutes at the time that we were boarding. Anyway, I was able to download a few episodes, thank God. Guys, welcome back to the channel. If this is your first time stopping by, my name is Fathia. I make lifestyle, beauty, and self-development content here on YouTube. Now, this is a really fun channel, so consider subscribing and joining the family, and also turn on the notifications so you can be the first to get notified when I post something new. Now, if the background looks a little bit different, it's because I'm not home. I'm actually in San Jose for the week. It's my first day here and it's Friday, so I'm about to do a chit chat. Get ready with me while I do my makeup a little bit and get ready to go to Jimma. I don't have a mirror, so I'm going to be using the mirror from the only eyeshadow palette I came here with. It's a NARS eyeshadow palette. I don't know if it has like a... What am I going to chit chat about today? Today's Friday, today's Jimma. I'm here in San Jose visiting family for the week. It's Thanksgiving weekend, and so I'm going to be here until until midweek next week. I'm trying to determine what I'm going to chit chat about. I'm actually just going to chit chat about my trip here. So wait, we decided not to drive to the airport because we figured that parking at the airport will be a little more expensive than actually just Ubering to the airport, given the amount of days that we were gonna be leaving our car at the airport for. So we took an Uber. So we got ready, packed our bags, and took an Uber to the airport. It was a nice ride. He was an African guy. He's from Congo. He was very pleasant and just, you know, kind and a bit chatty, just chatty enough, not too chatty. And we just talked about, you know, everything. And just like, and then when we got to the airport, we have Claire, but I think the day before our trip, which was Thursday or maybe Wednesday, it had expired and they weren't able to charge the card that we have listed, and they had sent an email, and so we had like gone ahead to update a card. We actually have a benefactor. He's the one with the account, and so he just put us on it. So he had gotten an email, and he had gone ahead to update his card on there, and so that we'll be able to travel, because he was traveling as well for the weekend. But by the time we got to the airport, there weren't a lot of people there, but because we have Claire, we decided to go in the Claire line, and we didn't have Claire because I think maybe something about it taking 24 hours to... I'm trying for this makeup to be very soft and light and dewy, so I hope I can catch myself if I'm building it up a little too much. But yeah, we got to the airport and lo and behold, we didn't have Claire anymore. We were gently bounced.
We did not have Claire.
Well, we did have Claire, but it hadn't kicked in. I'm being corrected, but we did have Claire, but it hadn't kicked in. Our update hadn't kicked in because it takes 24 hours for that to happen. It's looking so dewy and nice. I like it. Anyway, so we were gently and kindly and nicely bounced from the Claire line, which was okay because at the time we got there were barely like 2 people in like the regular line. So we just moved over there, and we ended up getting in the Claire line because the guy, the TSA guy that was attending to the Claire line, just waved at us. And then we went through security. Our flight was going to be around like 1:20 or 1:10. We made it to the airport like over 30 minutes early. And so the Starbucks guy here got some Starbucks. He got a caramel ribbon crunch, and we went to our gate and we just went there to sit down. While we were sitting down, I should have started to download stuff that I wanted to watch, right? But no, I wasn't thinking. I started to download my show like 10 minutes at the time that we were boarding. Anyway, I was able to download a few episodes, thank God. But then we got on the flight. I feel like coming from a place like Cleveland to San Jose, I wasn't thinking about how long the journey was going to be. I just thought we're traveling within the USA. I just thought we're traveling within the USA, and that's that about that. But the trip ended up just being so long. I'm not even exaggerating. I felt like I was taking a trip internationally. I almost felt like I was traveling to Nigeria. I know that that's a bit of a reach, but it felt really far. Our first flight, because we had like a connecting flight, our first flight was to Denver, Colorado, and that was like I don't know, maybe I just didn't look at our itinerary. Our first flight was to Denver, Colorado, and it was like 3 hours and 25 minutes. I was dying on that flight because I guess my brain didn't register how long we were going to be like in transit for. I watched all of the shows I downloaded and I didn't have anything else to watch, and so I took a nap. No, I first took a nap actually like 20 minutes into the flight. I first took a nap, and then after my nap, I woke up and then I started to watch my shows, and then I think around the time I was watching like the last episode of my show, the show that I was watching at the time, even though I'm done with it now, is Lopez and Lopez. It's on Netflix. It's like a Mexican American show. I finished watching Lopez and Lopez and it was time to get off the, why am I forgetting this? When we were landing at Denver, it looked like we were landing in a desert. The Denver airport looks so weird from like the top. It just looks dry, like a dry land. And then even when we landed, we didn't see any buildings. We were taxiing for a little bit and then we now like saw the airports. That was weird. I was telling my husband that, I mean, at least thank God we landed, even if it's boats that end up taking us to San Jose. That was a weird, I mean, the landing was smooth and everything, don't get me wrong. It just looked weird, like dry, like a desert from like the top. But yeah, we did that. I should have taken off this shirt before doing this makeup. I wasn't thinking. Again, I don't know why I didn't look at the itinerary because I bought the tickets and I don't know what I was thinking. We were gonna be in Denver for like 2 hours and a half, and this time obviously I was getting hungry because I had, you know, been on a almost 4 hour flight. So we got to the airport, found a place to sit, and then I got on the hunt for something to eat. I found something to eat eventually, and I eventually had some Asian food that wasn't bad. It banged a little bit at least for airport food. He wasn't more interested in Shake Shack. There was a Shake Shack on the other end of the airport. So after I got my food, we shared, and he just didn't want Shake Shack anymore, and we were both fine. And so we just, you know, went to a quiet area of the airport. We sat down, watched some stuff on our phone. We did some chit chat a little bit, and it was time to catch our next flight to San Jose, and that was smooth. I was so tired when we eventually got here. But when we eventually got here, our stuff came out real quick. We definitely didn't pack light. I also had like a lot of goodies for my niece, and so that probably contributed to how much stuff we had. Is this makeup still looking light? I hope so. We got picked up and we came to the hotel and we checked in. And while we were checking in, we found out that I had booked the hotel for 1 day short of the amount of time that we're gonna be here. Trust me, to do something like that. So we just said we'll go ahead and update that after we settle in and check in. So after checking in, I don't know if I mentioned that this trip is a surprise for my sister-in-law. She didn't know we were coming, but her husband knew. And so by the time we were checked in, it was time to go carry out the operation of the surprise. And so we got back in the car and then we headed over to theirs. If the lighting is off, just take this like chit chat, get ready with me. However I bring it to you, please. We got to their place and we decided that my husband was going to go in first, and then I was just going to stay outside so that she can think that, oh, her brother is here, that's the end of the surprise, and we're just going to move on. Yeah, we do I have a setting powder by any chance? I don't have a setting powder. Oh god, I was trying to pack light, at least with my makeup, and so I didn't bring a setting powder. I have this Milani powder that's a little bit like light, so I think I'm just gonna set my face with that. We got there and my husband went in first. She was in the room. She wears a niqab. If you don't know what a niqab is a piece of clothing that some Muslim women wear that covers their face. And they just have a select few people who are able to see their face under their niqab. So she does wear a niqab, and so I don't have any videos from the surprise. But my husband went in first, and let me set my smile line because it's acting out. He went in first and she came out of the room. I heard voices from inside and she was excited just to see him and everything. And then after like a short minute, because I couldn't hold it anymore, I emerged from outside because I couldn't hold it anymore. And she was like so happy because we hadn't like shared like hints of whether we were going to be able to come or not, and we knew that she really wanted to see us, especially since having a baby and everything. And so it was a nice surprise. We were all just so happy. It was a nice little reunion because since getting married last year, they lived in Tampa at the time, and now they recently just moved out here to San Jose, and it was just nice to see her and see her husband and see her baby. I don't think I want to do eyeshadow, but maybe I should just dust a little bit of like brown on the hood of my eyes like that. Oh, that's not a little bit of brown. That is not a little bit of brown. But yeah, I'll go with the flow. Oh, I definitely wanted it lighter than that. What? Yeah, I don't think it's as crazy as I'm making it out to be. So my mother-in-law pretended like she was cooking for them for Thanksgiving, cooking for just them for Thanksgiving, but we ended up showing up and it was just nice and just really cute. And so she had grilled some fish. I don't know why I didn't like make videos of the fish. They're probably gonna have some left. I'm just gonna do a little bit of contour. They're probably gonna have some of the fish left. But she had made this really nice grilled tilapia fish, and it banged a lot. And that was a nice meal to come to after traveling for so long. But yeah, we spent the evening with them. It was time to head back to our hotel, and we came back here. Now my story time is over. You guys are just gonna watch me finish the rest of my makeup, I guess. I think I'm just gonna fill my brows in a little bit. I'm hard to surprise. I don't like surprises, but I love surprising people. I know. You're judging me. I'm judging myself too. Should I not fill my brows in to kind of maintain the soft look, or should I just like fill it in a little bit? Yeah, maybe fill it in a little bit like that. Yeah, I'm gonna leave it like that. But it's my first time in California. Since I have a few days here, I plan to explore as much as my schedule allows me. But yeah, I'm excited to be here, and I'm gonna be vlogging like as much as I can throughout, and that vlog is probably gonna be out sometime next week, but we'll see. I hope everyone had a nice Thanksgiving. I actually need to hurry up and finish this makeup because my camera is sitting right on the windowsill. It seems like the sun is hitting it a little too directly because my camera has asked me to allow it to cool off. So I'm just gonna put on some blush, set my face. My boyfriend has grabbed me a book to put behind my camera, which is probably going to help with the direct sunlight, so I don't have to rush through the rest of the video anymore. But yeah, just grabbed my setting spray. You already know this is my goat. I'm sure they're like newer setting sprays that came out after this that are even better, but I'm choosing to be stuck here because it's working for me. Should I line my lips before setting my face? I probably should. I'm gonna be using this Morphe lip liner in the shade Trendsetter. Yeah. Blend that in with my finger, and I'm gonna put on some lip gloss. I'm gonna get dressed now. Actually, I have to iron my dress. It was ironed before I left the house, but all of that time in the suitcase. So I'm going to iron it a little bit. I don't know, do I need some more powder? No, I think I should just set my face and call it a day. If you're leaving, like traveling and going somewhere, you can only pack one eyeshadow. It should be this NARS eyeshadow. It just has all of the like nice neutrals, and it has like this nice red and this like bronzy color, and it just has like cool browns that you can use like as a transition color. And this gold, I'm just gonna go ahead and set my face. If you liked this video, do also give it a thumbs up, like, share, subscribe, turn on the notification, comment, all that good stuff, okay? Your girl is trying to retire early, and you have to help me make sure that happens, okay? And until my next video, toodles!